Spoke to Mr. Kelly, Judge, and with the permission of the court, it's okay. She'd like to submit to the UAs twice a
Okay,
week.
so she has to come here every Monday and Thursday. She'll report here.
Yeah.
She'll have to take a drug and alcohol test every month, and we'll reset her. So the way we'll do it with you is we'll give you a date, 30 days out. That'll be your date. But what we'll have to do resets every Monday and Thursday for her to come and test, and then she'll come here, she'll test, and then she can go out and we'll have her sign a reset.
Yes, sir. Just two other points, Judge. This address is her, it's not the correct address, essentially, Judge. But I'm assuming since the court is allowing contact, that would be.
Assingham Drive?
Was that?
Assingham?
It's the same street, but it's a different number, is my understanding, Judge.
Of where mom lives?
Yes, Judge, but I'm assuming since the court is going to allow contact, is she allowed to be at the
So
house,
what
Judge?
we'll do is we'll do no threatening or harassing,
Okay.
and then the MOA stays in place, all but for the residential restriction. So we'll take the residential restriction out, but everything else stays in.
Let's see, okay.
Ms. Morelli, come up.
The last condition, Judge, if I could, it asks Ms. Morelli to contact pretrial to determine the case status. She's obviously she has counsel, Judge, so can we remove that, right?
I've never
That condition?
seen that, actually. You'll have to show me that, where they're, what hurts. Usually it's something where it's random testing. Why?
I have no idea.
Okay, I'm gonna take that off. I don't see why. Thank you for bringing it. I've never seen that before.
I never seen either.
It was through the magistrate, so we'll take it off. Ms. Morelli, I'm going to have you sign conditions now that you are not.
Order in the court.
You are not to have any threatening or harassing contact with your mother. What is threatening or harassing doesn't matter what you think is threatening. It's what she perceives. So if you buck up and go like this, is that threatening or harassing? It is. Spoken word, it doesn't have to be spoken word. Other conduct can violate this court order. If you violate this, I'm going to put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. If I find that you're consuming alcohol, and I don't care what it is, I don't care what the source is, isopropyl alcohol, rubbing alcohol, a tequila lollipop, hair dye, NyQuil, I've heard it all, and it doesn't matter to me. No means no. And we'll take copious notes that I've warned you about everything, including mouthwash, Listerine, whatever it may be. If you test positive, the bond gets revoked, you go to jail. And from now on, if you test positive, I'm telling you now, I'm going to put an ankle monitor on you that tests for alcohol. And that thing costs around $400 to $500 a month. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
So everything in this order for protection will stay. The only thing that we're taking off is the residential restriction. So before you leave here, I would suggest that you get to know this thing so you know what you can and can't do. Do you have any questions?
I can contact her and be around her, just nothing harassing or threatening.
No threatening, harassing, no alcohol from any source, no illegal drugs. Correct. You have a lawyer. They will take care of you. It's your responsibility to stay in touch with them. If they tell me they can't get a hold of you because you're playing games, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. You will not get any more PR bonds if you pick up a new case, you start acting out, anything like that. Any questions?
Just Monday and Thursday to be.
You will report here at 9 o'clock in the morning. We'll send you the test. And then after that, you'll be go. And then you can go. If we find something we shouldn't, we'll get in contact with both of you guys. Okay?
Thank you, Judge.
If you don't show up, a warrant will issue.
Is there a time frame that it matters for those days?
9 o'clock here in the morning. Yeah, okay.
Yes,
We
All right,
excuse,
guys.
Judge? Thank you.
thank you.
Judge.
Oh, and no weapons. I don't know if you saw it. No weapons. Okay. Able.
Guevara, Your Honor, and Gallegos, both for please. Guevara.
Guevara?
Oh, Guevara.
Mhm.
3,059 days old, this case is. 3,059. Your case, Mr. Guevara Hernandez. Tell
He
me.
was deported and couldn't make his court date. That's why the case is over.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Does he have another household now?
Yes, and he's being deported again.
Did he sign for voluntary departure? Do you know?
Yes.
I'm going to tell you that you need to be very careful coming back in. Because if you come back in and the federal government catches you, it's very possible they charge you with illegal reentry. And then from what I understand, that is a minimum of 5 years in federal prison. If you do things the right way, good things happen. You need to ask for permission to come into this country first. Don't just come in. Don't do that. Ask for permission first and then you come in. You are charged with driving while intoxicated and having an open container. Both of you guys have worked out agreements with your criminal cases here. Mr. Guevara Hernandez, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. And Mr. Gallegos, you were charged with terroristic threat of a family or a household member. Both of you guys are facing, well, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. And Mr. Guevara, you're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine with a minimum of 5 days in jail due to the open container. Both of you guys have worked out agreements. Mr. Gallegos, your agreement is 150 days in jail with credit for the 79 days that you've done. There is also an affirmative finding of family violence in your case. What that means is that you can never own a gun or ammunition as a result of this. If you pick up a gun, I'm sorry, if you pick up a weapon, it's very possible that they charge you with a criminal case as a result.
Sure, understood.
Mr. Guevara Hernandez, and both of you guys are giving up a lot of rights by entering into these agreements. You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you guys are not citizens, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You also give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you can never undo this or change this. It will go on your record. It will be there forever. Mr. Gallegos, you need to understand that because this is going on your record, from now on, you will be facing a minimum of 90 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. Shh. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Guevara Hernandez, this charge of driving while intoxicated will go on your record. If I were you, if you ever have a sip of alcohol, sip of whiskey, sip of moonshine, bourbon, vodka, Corona, Modelo, don't get into a car. Because if you get pulled over, an officer will see the DWI. How do you think it will go?
Very best.
Right. From now on, you'll be facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? Guilty or not guilty? I will find you guilty. I will sentence you to 15 days in jail. I will give you credit for the 6 days that you've done. I am going to suspend your license for 1 year. Well, you said he was deported, right? Okay. I'll suspend your license for 90 days. Do not drive until you get a license. It looks like you may well end up getting deported with this case again. So like I said, be careful coming back, because if you're busted, it may not go well. Does Mr. The other gentleman have an ice hold?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
He does have. You also have an immigration detainer as well. So if you do end up getting deported, if you want to come back to this country, do it the right way. Ask for permission first. Don't just come back.
Sí, señor.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, guys. Or how do you plead to the office? Guilty or not guilty?
Culpable.
Guilty.
All right, guys. Good luck. Take care. Oh, hold on a second. Hold on. Is it true that you had the open container in your car, Mr. Guevara?
Yes.
Okay, got it. Thanks.
Approach, Your Honor.
Mr. D,
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
you know what? Hold on. I told Joaquin. Joaquin,
Yes, sir.
do you have an on docket or off docket thing?
It's off docket, Judge.
Hang tight. Let me do this plea real quick. Then I'll hit you up next.
Yes, sir, Your Honor. I am here on Mr. Jesus Salazar. Mr. Salazar, a motion for to revoke probation was filed. Subsequent to that, however, he picked up a felony offense, same complaining witness. It's my understanding from talking to him that he has agreed to accept a plea bargain in felony court. I believe I told him that I saw an offer of 2 years on the DA portal. However, he informed me that the state were willing to reduce it to a misdemeanor and offer him a year in the Harris County Jail. That's the information that he told me. You have requested that he do a TRAS, I believe, sometime back. I believe the pretrial service would be better to let you know the outcome, Judge.
J.A.s recommended battery intervention prevention program and monitoring on a high risk case.
And the question is, do you want to accept this plea or do you want him to continue on probation?
Ali?
23. Sir.
I'll let you go. You will learn nothing if we let you go. If we just time serve you now and let you walk on your way, you learn nothing. That's not what we do here. We want you to learn from this, Mr. Salazar, so you don't pick up another case or you don't do some catastrophic damage that you can't walk away from where you end up doing 40 years. That's not what we do here. So I'm going to hold you until you're done with your felony case, and then I'm going to extend you another year, and we're going to continue with this until you complete the batter's intervention prevention program. And once you do that, I will cut you loose. But I want you to learn something from this, and I'm not going to do this catch and release where you learn nothing. It's not going to happen. You're on probation for an assault and you pick up a felony assault. No, I will keep you until you learn something. And when you learn, that's when we will let you go. Do you understand? I'm down with the high-risk caseload. Yep, the batter's intervention program. No dope, no alcohol. Was there alcohol or any kind of dope as an allegation, Alex, as far as the felony assault is concerned?
As far as the felony is concerned, yes.
Keep facing forward.
The witness stated the defendant, his son, got drunk and argued with the complainant.
That's okay, okay.
You will be doing now intensive outpatient treatment program. And I'm going to tell you now, when we let you out, I expect you to do the drug and alcohol treatment program. And if not, we will do an inpatient one. But I'm going to keep you until you learn something and until you stay clean and sober for a very long time. Because it appears to me that when you have a clear and clean head, good things happen. When you end up using, here we are. Right or wrong?
You're right. Yes, sir.
Okay, that's what we're gonna do. I can keep you for up to 3 years, and if I need to do that, I will, just to make sure you're not using and you're learning. And if we have to do the BIP program multiple times, then we're gonna do it multiple times. It is an 18-week program that you must attend once a week for 18 weeks. And if it doesn't take the first time, We'll right back do it a second time until it takes.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Thank you.
let's do it. Extend it for a year and a half, or a year, and we'll go from there. Amend it now so that felony knows what we're doing. And then perhaps, because he's been in custody for a good amount of time, so 1 year Harris County Jail, he's probably going to be out within 30 days, I would take.
Thank you, Your Honor.
It looks like the felony court. Shatori, the felony court's not set for November 14th, so do you want to do maybe the day after? Okay,
November 15th.
yeah, and then we'll amend it when we know specifically how much time he has left, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
Okay, let's do that. All right, see you 1 day after your felony.
Yes, sir.
Good luck up there.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you.
No, sorry, 15. Okay, 15. Okay, perfect.
Hey,
Hey, Judge Member.
no,
This, Brianna Senegal, we're good. Both cases dismissed, both of them. She's here. The issue is she's got GPS. What else do you have on you? We gotta take the GPS off from home. Come up here, Brianna. So, Nathan was able to help out. We got both their cases dismissed. She's gonna be on her way. Great future ahead of her. We just need to get her GPS, removed from the house, and that's about it.
did you finish?
Yes, sir.
Good job. Are they both getting dismissed?
Yes, Judge, both are getting dismissed. My understanding is they've already been filed.
Happy?
Yes,
I hope that you don't come back.
I won't.
I hope, really, really. hope. All right, all right, good luck. We'll take everything off then.
Thank you.
Have fun. I'm gonna talk to pre-trial to see how we can get that.
Just hang tight, Miss Senegal. We'll take care of you. Okay. who do we
Judge,
have
this
here?
is Mr., on your fugitive docket, Mr. Ruben Aguilar.
The Spanish speaker, didn't think about it, so.
I didn't think about it either. He's just waving. He's just waving.
And he,
Translate then.
I'll translate, sure.
that's why I wanted to.
Okay.
bring that up.
Yeah, I forgot about that too, sorry.
Sneaky, sneaky, as I would tell my kids. Sneaky, sneaky.
Ok, yo voy a traducir para usted, este es el juez.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Ruben Aguilar.
Buenos días,
Good morning.
señor Ruben Aguilar.
Is this the case that I just read about?
Which one?
This is the case that I just read about that's in the news, right? Or something like that?
I hope not. I hope this isn't it.
No, I think it is. Did you know?
Let's assume it's not.
Let me, I can look at it.
So this is the case where he's wanted out of like Boise, Idaho, or Nebraska or something?
It's Idaho.
Idaho, right. And then it's the case where they filed a aggravated kidnapping and
It's
Something like that, yes, Judge.
that's one of them, yeah. Yeah.
human sex
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
kidnapping in the first degree.
Judge, if I could translate, he said what? So, lo que estaba hablando del juez, el juez está diciendo, este es el caso que yo entiendo, de que yo sé, yo digo, no sé, señor juez, él supuestamente sabe de este caso que de ti, en la noticia, me imagino que te están buscando, él sabe que te están buscando por el traficante de alguien y que supuestamente te robaste a alguien y supuestamente el juez sabe de una manera y es lo que está diciendo. Okay. Okay.
You are wanted out of the state of Idaho,
El estado de Idaho es el que te está queriendo que regreses.
specifically Ada County or Parish.
Específicamente la localidad se llama Ada. Es un condado, se llama Ada en Idaho.
You were wanted for 2 offenses.
Se quieren por 2 ofensas.
The offense of taking of a child
El primer cargo, traficando a un menor de edad.
and kidnapping in the first degree.
Y número 2, que te robas a alguien es una felonía de grado número 1.
Yo por eso mismo quiero pelear todo eso para mostrar que no fue así.
Yes, for that reason, I want to fight and go up there and to let them know that it's not like that.
Here, we would only like to know whether you want to waive formal extradition. Oh, hold on a second.
Oh, Luis is here, fantastic.
How are you all?
Well, we're trying to manage, Luis.
He snuck it in.
The man, the myth, the legend.
He allegedly translated.
Hermanito, ¿qué tal? Ahora sí le llegó el español que necesita. Solo mira el juez. Y le contesta nada más en español. Me llamo Luis, el intérprete, mucho gusto.
So
No, mentira,
Luis,
solo jugando.
I've advised him that he's wanted out of Idaho.
¿Idaho?
Idaho.
¿Está siendo usted buscado por el estado de Idaho? Mire el juez, hermano.
The two charges are sexual kidnapping,
Trata de sexo y secuestro.
first degree.
En primer grado.
I'd like to know whether you would want to waive formal extradition or not.
¿Renunciar a extradición formal o no?
No, yo voy a pelear por todo eso para demostrar que no es de
Solo mismo, pues.
que
I'm
no
gonna-
es verdad.
I'm gonna
de
fight
todo
all
lo que
that
me
to
acusan.
show that, that none of that is true.
I
Yo
understand.
entiendo, pero escucha la pregunta.
Here, you don't fight the underlying cases for
Sí,
those.
esos
Sí, yo
casos, por
entiendo que si
decir.
me quieren
Solo mira el
extraditar, yo
juez.
voy a ir a
¿Perdón?
pelear. Yo entiendo que si me piden para allá, yo voy a ir a pelear a donde sea
I understand that
necesario
if
para-
I'm sought by them, I'll go over there and fight it.
You have to waive
Se
formal
tiene que
extradition for that to
extradición.
happen.
Eso ocurra, señor. Renuncia a extradición formal para poder ir a pelearlo.
¿Cómo renuncia a
What do you
extradición?
mean, give up
If I may,
extradition?
Judge.
Hable con su abogado.
Eso es lo que hablamos ahí en donde si llenas este documento, esto comienza los 14 días para que ellos vengan a recibirte. Comienza el proceso, dice, ok, vengan a agarrarme los 14 días. Estás renunciando, diciendo, no estoy peleando, yo soy la persona, vengan a agarrarme.
Sí, sí, estoy de acuerdo con eso.
Yes, I'm in agreement with that.
Yo quiero otra cosa.
Ok, no problema.
Pero quería asegurarme.
Sí, no problema.
So you want to waive formal
¿Usted
extradition?
quiere renunciar a extradición formal entonces? Para
Sí.
esperar.
Sí.
Yes.
All right, I see that you have also made bond
también-
on the harboring a runaway child.
Fianza por ocultar un niño en fuga.
As a result, the 14 days starts ticking
Ocho días.
now
Yes, and
for
desde-
Idaho to come get you.
Pero- Idaho, venga por usted, señor. El estado de Idaho.
Do you have any questions?
¿Alguna pregunta, señor?
Sí, yo tengo otra corte el día 22 de octubre, pero aún no me han asignado
Mira,
otro abogado.
I also
entonces
have
quería saber
court date
dónde
October
podía
22nd.
agarrarlo para estar
obtain one so that I may be prepared.
It's a great question.
Esa es una buenísima pregunta.
It appears that you have
Usted tiene
Second.
tribunal el 22 de este mes. Solo mire pues, hermano.
at that time, you will most likely be appointed an attorney.
Abogado de oficio para que
And
lo ayude.
what I would also
Y lo que-
advise, when you do get a lawyer, advise them that you also have this case. Because while you're over there, this case will still be pending.
Caso aún va a estar
And if
pendiente.
they revoke the bond here, what's happening to you here and over there will happen again.
De nuevo.
They will revoke the bond here. Harris County will place a hold on you here so that when you're done over there, you're not going to be let out. They'll have to be transferred back here. So you need to stay in contact with the lawyer that they give you here so that doesn't happen. If you don't understand, I can have Ricardo also explain to you.
Yes, I'll send an email out to the court. If for some reason he's on his way to Idaho, I will let them know. If for some reason he's on his way, I will email the court to let them know, and if not, I will let the court appointed know after the 22nd what's going on down.
Abogado de oficio del 22 lo que está pasando ahora.
Okay.
All right.
Sigue el oficial. Oh, perdón.
Oh,
Yeah,
you-
sign.
Tienen que firmar ahí.
Tiene que firmar ahí. Yeah.
¿A dónde?
Let's see, aquí. Como pueda. No tiene que ser nada bonito.
And his reset date, my understanding is gonna be November 1st. Tienen hasta
Primero
el
de
14, hasta noviembre 1 para venir a ver. Sorry, it's
okay,
habit.
man.